case meeting for something entirely different. Different needs, different person, different... But my thoughts are all on Tom, wondering what he's doing, wondering what they're doing. See, they always place his chair in the same place, facing the same way, staring at the same patch of carpet and the same strip of wallpaper. Every time I go there he is. I tried changing his chair once, you know, so he could see the garden and the curtains fluttering through the summer breeze, but then she came back in, his mother, and with a quick flick on the wrist like that, she had him back to where he always sits. A quick flick. Like that. I don't know what it is about him, but I can't get him out of my mind. Sorry. I can go to a case meeting, completely different, and I'm still thinking about him. There's something about him, but I can't put my finger on it. I tried offering my help once, you know, a week away from school. Not much, but still, a week. It's a breather. Hi, can I have a last one, please? Yeah, sure. I thought they'd all grab at the chance, but then she just said, oh no, we'd worry about him so much. And he gave me his tight little smile. And my wife was just left hanging there in the air.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, if you change your mind, have any second guesses? And she just moved a magic crease in the curtain and said, oh no, we'd worry about him so much. Helpless.
Right, Tom, time for an update. Now, where did we get to? Told you about the river, bridges, people. Now, where shall I start? Well, there's Sheila. She's, I don't know, about 35, 40, old anyway. She wears black ovals from Millie's and drinks real ale and cries into it because none of the men fancy her. Then she gets pissed and sits in the corner glaring at the men, muttering, castrate the bastards and 9 inch for the Irish and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, she is sex mad, permanently randy. And what else can I tell you? Oh, the town, Tom. Oh God, I wish I could show you the town, Tommy. Sometimes it will get so lonely. I sit in my room and I think of you, Tom. I wonder about you. And it's nothing like I'd ever imagined before. I can't tell Dad, can I? Oh, Tom. 24 years and you're still stuck here with Mum and Dad. You're looking at me, Tom. I haven't got a bloody clue what you're making of all this. If you're making anything of it at all. Are you with me, Tom? Are you?
I just want to get him away from there.
Do you give a damn what happens to me? Do you? Wasting my time. Wasting my time because you don't care, do you? You don't give a damn if I'm here or there or dead or bloody gone, do you?
Out into the world?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry. You do care, don't you? You do understand. That's our bargain, isn't it? If I talk, you'll listen.
Lie him on the beach.
It's them that make me like this. Then with all their, get off the bed, charlatan. We know we don't like you doing that. So pretty and shut off and weak and copish.
And let him feel the rain on his cheeks.
And they want to shut you off too. As if you're some timid little baby needing total protection in a sealed bloody unit. Well, you're not. You're a man, Tom. A fully grown, fully blown man. Look at your beard, Tom. Feel it.
Let him feel the salt on his lips and the wind brushing against his hair.
If it wasn't for some senseless accident or God knows what. A long labour, sloppy nurses at a slow delivery. God knows. You'd be down the pub right now. Out there with the rest of them. Fornicating with the best of them. And you're still in working order, Tom. I know that too. See, there are no secrets between us.
It's easier to lie awake at night worrying about the tight little home he's in. I can't go in there and get him, but I just can't stand there and let him just sit there. And I can't get him out of my damn mind. See, When you walk up the path, you're struck by the order of it all. Regimental. And you just see her now, slaughtering each weed that pokes its little head above the ground. Him relentlessly advancing his ravenous mower. Oh, we like to keep busy. The small and shining house. A credit to them all. So nothing a human being. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What do you want?
I'm sorry, I saw the back door open like that and I thought something was wrong.
Wrong? Well, why should anything be wrong?
Look, can we start again? I'm Aria, Tom's social worker. And you must be Charlotte?
I must be, mustn't I?
Are you okay?
Been having a bit of a week actually, just couldn't have hormones.
Well, we all need a week from time to time.
Do we? You've missed Mum and Dad. They've gone out shopping. Second I walk in one door, they grab their bags and run out the other. Any chance to get to go out, have a cup of coffee and walk around like any other couple?
Yeah. Hello? Tom. Tom, it's me. It's Aria. Tom, hello? How's he doing?
I don't know.
Tom, it's me.
It shouldn't be long.
Right.
Sit down.
Have you seen any changes in him?
Changes?
You know, going away as you do.
Should I? Well, he's a bit thinner, more frail. But we should sit down.
I'm very glad to have this chance to talk to you, actually. Do you mind if we talk? You know, about the family.
If we must.
It's just that I don't seem to be getting anywhere with your parents,
No?
and they seem edgy.
Do they?
More worried. Tense than they usually are.
Yes.
Charlotte, please.
Charlie! I'm more than Tom's sister, you know. I like to be called Charlie.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Not in your files, that bit. I do have a personality of my own.
Oh, of course.
There's no of course about it.
But I'm worried about Tom.
Worried?
Concerned.
Go on.
Tom, he's got something special. Well, something compelling. I really feel as though there's an intelligence in there, you know? Well, I know there's an intelligence in there.
And? It doesn't do him much good you saying that, or anyone else.
Well, it's the start.
Don't fool yourself. The start to nothing. Others have seen what you've seen, me included. And there was that district nurse and some sort of education official. And when he got pneumonia one year, there was the whole bloody staff of the medical ward, all charmed by Tom Davies. There've been all sorts. Wave a leg ahead, Tom, you here we are. Go to the back of the queue. You've actually joined rather a large body of opinion.
But they treat him as if...
And how should they treat him?
I don't know.
What exactly do you want them to do?
I don't know. Why did his experience change their attitude?
Sounds good, but be specific. Tell her to be specific, Tom.
That would be discussion.
Discussion. What is an options and opinion?
But they won't discuss anything.
They pride themselves on managing, standing on their own 2 feet, or 4 feet.
But is it so hard to accept a helping hand?
You don't have to convert me. I'm just a piggy in the middle, I am. Look, 24 years ago, there was no help to be had. They've got into the habit.
But there's help now if they'll take it.
Just a cup of tea in the ward sister's office and advice to put the baby into a home.
I'm afraid they'll leave it too late. I saw marks on his wrists.
What?
Marks on his wrists. They would have faded by now.
What sort of marks?
I don't know. Marks where they loaded him in the bath or carried him or... I don't know. Does he mark easily?
Oh, I should have locked the back door. You could have been anyone. Gave me a star.
Charlotte, please. Does he mark easily?
No. No, he doesn't mark easily.
Thank you.
Don't thank me.
It's just another piece to the jigsaw. I only want what's best for him. Look, I'll try and be back tonight.
They think the world of him.
I know that, and I only want to make him better.
No one ever does.
Tom, I'm gonna go now, okay? I'll be back, I promise. Tom.
Leave him alone!
Wait, I was only just...
Don't move his head like that. Your will ruling his. Don't do it.
Charlie,
Mauling him. Just because you have the power.
Mauling. Charlie, I was only just saying goodbye.
Don't say goodbye like that. You don't grab my head and make me look at you. Perhaps he doesn't want to look at you. To be your flawed mirror. An image of what you could have been. An image of what he should have been. Perhaps it hurts him.
I'm sorry.
It hurts me.
Look, Charlie, I understand what you're going through. I care for Tom just as much as you do.
You wouldn't be here if you weren't being paid for it.
Paid? Charlie, I'm here by choice. This case was going to be passed on to someone else, but I took it upon myself to look over it.
Oh yeah? Then why would you do that?
When I was young, I had a brother, and he got into an accident.
What? Why are you telling me your sob story? You are meant to be here helping us! Helping Tom!
I found some really great leaflets for care homes, and I think Tom will benefit from it.
But he has everything he needs here.
You know where to call me.
Really sorry. Până uite cât de mare e. Asta e o crumă, arată o casă. Arată o casă cu tine? Si. Uite-ne cât de mare e. I am so sorry.
Brother, you want to sit down?
Yes, thank you.
This gadget.
Thank you so much. Păi uite cât de mare e. Alo? Ok. Știi? Era vina mea. Acum suntem aici, așa. Vino. Hai, vino cu ce. Hai, vino. Ce face iubirea mea? E bine? Da. Da. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Yes.
This station is Tottenham Court Road. Change here for Central Line.
Silky satin, a little bow with a front. Yeah, black. Frills, yeah. All round my crotch frills. Of course they are. Really tight. You know me. Size 16. Squeezed into my 22 ass. Can imagine that? Wheels all over. No, not today. They're not weeping. Oh, but they're so red. My groin, my crotch, where my belly hangs. Imagine it. Now I'm reaching lower. As the little bow, my hands squeezing in. God, I'm so fat! I'm nearly there. Nearly there. I've touched it. Right, that's all you get. No, I told you. I told you yesterday. All you get. I told you yes. Yes, I've touched it. Okay, keep it going. Good boy. Of course it stings. I'm always dirty for you. I stink for you. You like it, yeah. Bollocks! What manners? It is communal. Yeah. It means for everybody, not only for you. Already told you, God knows how many times to knock.
I said I was sorry.
No, it's not me you should be apologizing to.
Or Clive just lost a good ejaculation because of you.
I look through the door next time.
No, you won't. One of these days they might actually be nice.
Is it every day?
Only for regulars.
It's Clive.
No, like a clockwork. You dirty old nuisance.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Doesn't what?
What sort of lives, having to do that.
Well, you have to do that.
I don't have to.
No, but you do. Some people just get going in different ways. Some people, well, I am just like...
But you're the milk in their tea.
Anyways, Magic said his son is rating it since I've started it.
Yeah?
Yep, pointing wankers to the right direction. Jackpot.
But what about you?
What about me? Not every girl has her own mobile pimp. Kiki, what's that?
Reading.
And you're actually doing it.
It's coursework.
Well, you shouldn't take it that serious. The only thing I've done this term is collect my grant. Will you remember to have plenty of breaks? Otherwise, overload. Then what will happen? You will end up like one of them people who doesn't even know what's number one. At least, with BBC Breakfast, you know what's going on in the world. Did I tell you that I want to be a telepresenter, Kiki?
You'll be good.
Yeah, I know. And the head of media woman fancies my ass, so that's a good result. Tits, few sessions down the tanning lab. If I'll become a famous TV presenter, I'll be able to get anything I want, I'll finally get a new makeup set and those high heels that I saw the other day on the high street, and I'll be able to book as many tanning sessions as I want because I can afford it, because I will be famous, and I'll go on holiday and I'll go back to Lithuania and I'll open my own tanning lab chain, and I'll make a huge business out of it, and I'll open my own phone sex line finally, and I'll make lots of money, and I'll get finally to the TV, and I'll launch my own TV show about beauty, boobs, nails, and tan. My sir.
Oh, you're not a star.
That book. Is that book old?
Old?
Written ages ago.
A classic? Yeah.
No matter. No wonder why you failed.
This is the syllabus.
No matter who it is, an old book, someone dies in the end. You don't read it, you just suss it out. Look, all you do, you find out who's the saddest fucker in it, then you know what pops it. Or in more sanitary, it's chapter 10 copped it. You wanna wing it sometimes.
You don't have discussions.
Of course I do, I nod my head.
You can't wing a dissertation.
Of course I can, archives.
For your parents.
No, for photocopying, bug bits and change the words round. Well, that's how they write books, you know. Acknowledgement means all the people from who they ripped off. I bet you kid did it.
No.
Has anyone ever told you that you're cold?
Me?
Yeah, is there a problem?
Maybe quiet.
No, it's not quiet. I can deal with quiet. There's something else.
Me?
No, it's religiously.
I do not know. Go on.
It's just that when you moved in, I thought we was gonna have a right life,
We do.
We don't! And before you, there was Nadine. Well, she was alright, but she was into Ramadan and all that. She never ate, never drank, never went out, never had a fella. Well, not that I have at the moment, or you.
No.
People who don't do nothing. Nadine wasn't even into horoscopes.
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah, I don't know much.
You are now.
A fortnight.
Really? You ain't 21?
Yeah.
Kiki, let's go out! Throw that book away! Forget about studying! Let's go out and celebrate!
I can't. Not on my birthday.
No.
It's just family.
What family have you got here in London, Kiki? Your family's in Japan. secretive. That's what it is. You're very secretive.
I didn't mean to.
You are. Your birthday is a secret. Your party is a secret.
It's not a party.
Oh, I bet you he's going though. What's his name? Todd?
Yeah,
Secretive.
I was gonna tell you.
Just tell me now. Come on. Tell me. Kiki, what's he like? I don't know anything.
His name is Todd.
Yeah, Kiki, I don't know anything. Only the name.
He's nice.
He's in first year?
Same as us.
Look at you. How is he doing?
He does swim.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his own. I got it.
Really? How does he look like?
He's fucking handsome. He's got blue eyes, brown hair, short nose. There's one thing. He really cares about me. He's
You
always
did
like-
really fall in his feet.
Who said? Who told you?
Well, Kiki, you met him fainting. The whole world knows.
Then we talked.
Yeah, but fainting, that's how you met.
Yeah? I haven't slept with him.
Good. I knew that he'd get an invite.
It was his idea.
No, don't forget. Friends.
I know.
Did I tell you how much Magic's paying me now?
How much?
So much.
Is that his real name? Magic?
Of course it is. He's not gonna call himself something plucked out of nowhere, is he?
Perhaps you should ask him.
Why? Is Toto's real name?
I think so.
Have you asked him?
No.
Would you? No. You don't ask stuff like that. Magic's my boss. By the way, Magic's got a BMW. Kiki, if you're gonna do something serious, can you please go to your room?
Sorry.
Kiki,
Yeah?
we're friends. You can always tell me. Hello, Fat Leslie. Yes, sir. Oh, up to you. Knickers on or knickers off?
I did all the books.
Sorry?
I separated our books.
Oh, thank you.
I did yours for you too. Textbooks on the bottom, then real books on the top. It goes arthritis to dermatology, then endocrinology to pediatrics, then cover books.
What have you done with my cover books?
They're on the top with crime. And I've taken the walk.
You've taken the walk.
Is that alright?
What did you do that for? It's mine.
I didn't think you'd use it.
That's not the point. It's mine.
You've got the big frying pan.
No, I need the big wok. It's not the same.
What's the difference?
You don't know the difference between a wok and a frying pan. I'm not telling you.
Alright.
Well, there's a principle at stake.
I gave you that wok for your birthday.
So?
So don't be so mingy.
Mingy!
Yeah, you're being mingy and mean-spirited about the whole business.
If you say so, then I must be. No, fine. I'm being mingy. I'm being mingy and uptight and jumpy about the whole thing. Fine. Fine. Who cares? Hope you didn't take my shower curtain.
What?
The shower curtain, I like that one. It matches the tiles. It's got the green one, the pattern. It's like Rococo, so you've got a stencil.
Got enough of this.
Don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you.
I thought we can do this together. I thought you might like to help me. I thought if we did this together and talked about it and talked about a few other things, it might be a bit easier. I thought I could come over, we could go through our things, talk about it properly, separate our things, and then when this is all over, when I finally have somewhere to go, you can come over for dinner. I thought I cooked you dinner! I thought I was being nice! I thought I was making a gesture! And I thought it might help you to say that I'm sorry, Neil. Because I am sorry. I am so sorry, Neil! And I'm trying not to make a scene!
ce, iubire? Haideți să ajungem. O să arăt tot. Hai. Si? Ce zici? A? A, uite. Mhm. Ce crezi?
This accommodation is so big.
Of course it's big!
I've never seen such a big accommodation before.
It's not especially big for this country. I'd say it's modest for this country. 5 bedrooms. You get flats, penthouses with 6, 7.
5 bedrooms. Oh, and who's going to sleep in all these beds?
We'll have guests. I work here. This is our office, our life.
So many bedrooms for a small family.
One for each of the girls.
They like being friends. They like being together. They always share rooms.
Yes, but they like the new privacy.
Privacy, they'll be lonely.
Your space to be alone, to wash and bathe alone. Huh? You'll never have to wait for a shower ever again.
A bathroom each two? All showering at once, all in our separate bathrooms. But that is crazy, Victor.
No, it's not crazy. It's en suite.
And who'll clean? These many, many bathrooms.
You're fixating on details.
But they'll need cleaning. The tiles, the floor, all the glass. I've never seen so much glass. The heat must fly straight of the house. It's profligate.
It's not a problem. I'll get in a girl.
And who'll pay for your girl? We don't have maids. This is not checkup.
It's strange for you. I know. To walk into a dream. But you're awake. Everything you see around you is real. Yes, everything is real. And everything is paid for. Come on. Look. You like the kitchen?
Nice. Nice cupboard. Nice partitions. Glass. Nice view. Light. The sea.
Kept thinking about you in that galley kitchen, yeah? Drawers there, here, the sour stink of gas. No windows. Strip light. A cage. All of us around that pulled down little table getting food on our laps. 2 hobs, the hours it took to cook anything, to find anything. Dirty dishes stacked in the sink.
The cupboards are so high up, I can't possibly reach them.
They're capacious. They have capacity and
Truly capacious. Victor, you could fit your mother in them. Even the fridge is taller than me. How am I supposed to reach things at the back of the fridge? I need arms as long as man's. God, I could lose myself in that fridge. Isn't it crazy though in a way?
Are you laughing at me?
Oi, Victor, love. When are we going home?
What?
Sure. With all this now, you can pay off my cousins.
No, Tanya, no.
They're building a warehouse at the factory site. Tesco, unbelievable. The fire's forgiven. The fire raised the value of the estate. They said they're grateful to you. Just get them some token with some money. Sell this apartment, they said. None of it is personal. It's primitive. Accumulation.
You've understood nothing. I was running a legitimate business.
You borrowed their money, Victor.
I needed capital. Sure, where else do I go? To the banks? Their interest was extortion. They were milking us.
Negotiate it down.
Negotiate with fees.
Come on, Victor. You could have sold up, made little money, moved on.
You see? You don't even see it.
They go through motions. You apply, it stops.
No, it never stops. Never. It's a way of life.
You know, I didn't like them turning up at school, scaring the kids. That was nasty. But after you left, it was just an odd call in the middle of the night.
You never submit to threats. Never.
You always have to challenge things. This is how it works, Vita. How we always did it. Look at the Greek. You pay little money. A tax. Really a tax. Where there is no government to pay tax. It's fair, it works, but no, you had to challenge things. You were too clean.
I'm not a fucking serf! Okay? I'm not a serf crawling about under some mafia horsewhip.
So damn smart you had to fly half a way across the earth. So clever we had to flee what we know, what we love. To come finally here, away from
mind is the mind of a thief.
What did you say to me?
But then this is us, our problem. Ruled by thieves all our lives. We don't believe in justice. All of us. Farmers filching fodder, workers nicking parts, doctors drugs, drivers petrol. Thieves stealing from thieves. In this country, there's law here. Life's in your own hands. All these years, just one step. One step on a long, long ladder of your own making.
You could always talk at this time.
You could always imagine. That's why you went for me, not some freak slopping around the machine shop.
Days, months, nothing from you, silence.
I was not free. I mean, I was in a blur.
The girls. I could hardly bear to leave them. I promised them I won't stay longer than a month. Victor, I can't stay longer.
The girl will thrive here. They'll flourish
If
here.
we don't want this, Victor, we want you. And this, they will never permit you to live like this. You're dreaming again.
There's some clothes in the bedroom.
What?
You can get changed. Have a shower.
All right, yes, I can be.
Okay. But your face, the makeup's too.
My face?
Around the eyes, there's too much. Look at the English woman.
I do, they look like tramps.
As I say, clothes in the bedroom. Go! Now. Get changed. We have to be somewhere tonight. Come on, hurry up. I got you a dress. I hope you like it.
Oh, this is very nice. I like it.
Thank you. Come on. See?
Victor,
Hmm.
and what is this?
Halfway decent lawyer. Where on earth am I going to find a halfway decent lawyer? Jesus, Arnold, why are you going to put me in this situation? I'm sick of it. Okay, come on, thing, just calm down, think. Yeah, I know mother would help. I'm not even going to bother asking father. Help, no problem. Mary, what about Mary? No, she's got too many things to think about. No. Not even got to ask her for anything. No. Jeff! Yeah, Jeff. Now, yeah, he would not. No. No way. There's no way I'm asking Jeff. No way. Oh, jeez, okay, come on. Think, William, think. Now, what are you looking at, Miss Bubblegum? That shit ain't gonna work on me. Can't you see that I'm occupied? Why is she still looking? Jeez, this is on another level. Please, Mrs., would you stop looking? It's getting very, very creepy here. Right, you leave me no choice. Oh, hey! Ha! Gotcha.
Yeah, hi, can I have a coffee, please? Thank you.
How much to owe you?
About
Thanks a lot.
Does it ever strike you stupid that you're the captain?
No.
No,
How do you mean?
I don't mean, don't you think it's stupid that you're the supervisor? Obviously you're the supervisor. I just mean, don't you ever think it's stupid that you're called the captain?
No, Jeff, I don't.
But there's no other ranks.
What?
Well, everybody in the company is just a guard, but you're the captain. Do you know what I mean? Why aren't you a corporal? Why do they skip right up to captain? Or why aren't you just the supervisor?
Because this is a security company, Jeff.
I know
And
that.
occasionally, some of the people who work for this company do have to provide security for the buildings we're working at.
I know that.
All right.
I do my bit.
Well, I don't think it's inappropriate for a semi-military organization to borrow a little military vernacular.
We are not a
Semi-military, semi-police, whatever you want to call it.
I don't want to call it anything.
So
I just.
anybody's calling me captain, what do you care about it?
I don't. I'm just making conversation.
But why are you going to be making conversation? I'm just trying to sit here for a minute. You feel that you're going to say stupid shit to me because I'm in the goddamn room. I'll be on my way, and you can get back to your crossword puzzle.
What's the matter with you? Lighten up. I didn't say anything.
I'm sorry.
How's your brother doing? Well, I can see you probably don't want to talk about that, but I was thinking about it today, and I think... No, really, I wasn't. I don't mean to be... I'm not being cavalier about it, but I was thinking about it today, and I really think when you talk to the police, you should probably just go in there and tell the truth. Because I realize you probably don't even care what I think, but you did ask me my opinion last night, and I realized I wasn't very helpful. So I thought about it some more today, and that's really what I think that you should do. For what it's worth, I know you probably don't even want to hear it, but I just want you to know. You don't have to worry about me. I mean, you took me into your confidence, and I really appreciated that. It made me feel like you considered me as a friend. You're not sorry you told me about it, are you?
Yeah, Jeff, I'm a little sorry.
Oh, come on, man, you can trust me. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna say anything.
All right, Jeff. My brother has had a rough time. And I don't think he has the strength of character to meet a lot of the situations he's found himself in. Which is no excuse, but he didn't create those situations either. And I'm a great believer in personal responsibility, as you know.
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't usually like to say this, but sometimes I feel like he's just never had a chance. Because he has a very average personality. I'm very disciplined. That's just my nature. I was always that way. So when all these criminals used to come around our house and try and tempt me, I would just stay away. I can't take a lot of credit for that because I was just a little kid. So how am I going to be patting myself on the back for how I acted or didn't act when I was just 10 years old? It's just absurd. He was more like a regular kid. And so he got sucked up by those criminals and that was it. And if they hadn't been around, he'd have been a so-called normal kid. And now, he'd be a so-called normal man, probably inflicting lawful misery on someone in the corporate world or what have you. But I'm just exhausted with it. I really am.
You must be.
It's neither here nor there.
When do you have to talk to the police?
What do you mean? When do I have to talk to him? After the cinema with him?
Have you spoken to your brother?
No. I spoke to the solicitor, which was very interesting. He kind of threw a whole new light on the situation for me.
Oh, yeah, what did he
He
say?
said a lot of things, which I had a hard time following most of it because for the first 15 minutes of the conversation, he had my brother mixed up with another case.
Are you kidding me?
No! They didn't know my name, they didn't know my brother's name. And then he was like, oh, You're that case. Oh, okay. So after that, I kind of lost track of some of the details of the defense of that landing.
Are you kidding?
No. Then I went home, called my parents, talked to my mother for a while, talked to my father for about 5 minutes, talked to my wife, fended off the questions, had a brief discussion on our relationship, called my Uncle Poe, talked to him for a while. Then I went home, took a 3-minute bath, ate some dinner, put my uniform, and now I'm here. And Jeff, I'm glad to be here. Because believe it or not, I find your presence very soothing. You're probably the most easygoing person I've spoken to all day. Probably the most easygoing person I know in your own way, which sometimes I find to be a bit irritating, but right now, I find it very calming.
I'm glad you're here too, man.
So, but, like, I mean, like, what did you tell him?
What do you mean? What did I tell them? I told them I was at the cinema.
Yeah, no, so you don't think?
I know
Now
he didn't do it because I was at the cinema with him.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Understand what?
I understand you were at the cinema with him.
That's right.
Okay.
No, it's just that what? What? You got something you want to say to me?
No.
Do you have some helpful suggestions for me?
No.
I know you don't.
Right.
I know it's all right.
It's just that, William, listen, I don't like saying this, but I just feel like it's my civic duty.
What?
Nah.
Since when do you have a sense of civic duty?
Okay, maybe
Since when do you have a sense of duty, period?
I do have a sense of duty, but I just think, what if your brother really did it?
What do you mean? What if he really did it? I told you I was at the cinema with him.
You're right.
But they want to prove he did it. Let them prove it. I can't participate in this. I'll participate in a fair trial, but I can't participate in this.
Yes, no, I
I mean, you hear about this shit all the time. You hear about guys who go to jail because the lawyer was asleep in court. Because they forgot to file some deposition or something. Because they have like 200 cases apiece and about 5 minutes for each one. And then these policemen, they pull you in a room and you gotta make up your mind then and there on what you're gonna be saying. And I don't know if he did it or not, Jeff. But I just couldn't do it to him. My whole life I've told the truth. I always tell the truth because I believe in that. Okay? You don't worry about what if the world is good or bad. Because I know, goddammit, it's bad. You just do your best and let them chips fall where they may. But I couldn't do it to him, Jeff. I just couldn't do it. And you don't gotta ask me what if he did it or not. Because that's all I can fucking think about.
I know! I wouldn't know what to do either. Probably would have done the exact same thing.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize.
Anyway, I ran into Big Bill. And he asked me straight out, you know, if it's true. And he looks at me real tough, like, what have you? Like, Bill, it's true. He looks at me like, don't bullshit me. I'm like, Bill, I'm not. And then he just sat back and was like, yeah, I believe you.
What's he got to do with it?
Nothing! I guess it's because he knows.
So, I think...
See, I was thinking, I was talking with my Uncle Paul. You've heard me mention him.
Oh yeah, you talk about
Okay, well, I was talking with him today and he sort of suggested that me and my brother, we stick our heads together and try and find some halfway decent lawyer. Scrape together some money and try and find someone who will take the case pro bono. But he assumes I was with him. They all assume I was with him. But you just don't understand. If I had a halfway decent lawyer, I would feel much more confident on letting things take their own case.
That sounds better to me. I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah, okay. We probably shouldn't be talking about this too much more.
I mean, we already have, so...
Yeah, I know, but if you're comfortable doing this, just hold off, okay? I talked to you about this and I shouldn't have. It's not your fault. It's my fault. But I just need more time to find a halfway decent lawyer, so at least he has a chance.
Ia uite de la chestia asta. Dar uite ce să te vreau să puși pe scaun. Păi serios, este normal așa ceva?
Извините, у вас проблема какая-то есть? Чё?
Da, e o mare problemă, nesimțit-o. Păi ia și tu poți pe acolo.
Ну давай, гости.
Bravo, și tu poți. Păi dar nu-i frumos
Да
așa
чё ты
ceva.
еще орешь?
Ok, am
О, место для готово.
Da, ok, am înțeles. Ai multe vorbit. Păi dar nu-i normal așa, uite-te.
Так где ваша вежливость, блин?
Alo, stai puțin. Deci lași puseta jos acolo. Și așa pune pe scaun. E normal așa ceva? Zi.
Дай ты уже заткнись, хорошо?
Bine, mă, țigancu, luați-o!
Чё, блин, цыганка?
Da, tu!
Да ты чё, козёл,
Da,
блин?
tu chiar ești o țigancă, mă,
Совсем?
frate. Immigrants, a?
I've got a new flat. Well, the Bedford really. New Cross.
New Cross. Nice.
I wander into Goldsmith sometimes for a cup of coffee. It's nice to sit amongst the students and look at all those notice boards. There's always something going on.
You're looking well.
So do you.
Are you? Are you well?
I'm tired.
Are you really? I couldn't tell. What have you been up to?
Just sleeping.
Well, what have you been doing to make you sleep?
I'll know that.
Who? With who?
Just a friend. One of the partners.
terrible.
Thank you.
Well, you know.
I know. Don't worry. I've just been working too hard.
It's time you did what you wanted to do.
I want to make money.
They treat you like a slave.
I know.
Well, do something about it. You've always wanted to change your life. Now's your chance.
You still think you made the right decision?
Absolutely. I'm almost sure I did. And even if I didn't,
I'm at off.
I don't know what I think. I probably won't know for a while.
When will you know?
Months, probably. Anyway, I like it like this. I think about it a lot. I think that one day I'm going to wake up and realise I made the wrong decision and it'll be too late to change it. I do, but I like meeting you for a drink every now and then. For the first time in my life, I feel free. Do you realise what that means? I've never been free before. I've never been single and unemployed before. These are exciting times for me.
We had drinks by the river before.
Have we? Because I don't think we have.
When I lived in Kilburn.
That wasn't by a river, that was by a canal.
Well, anyway.
Well, there is a difference.
I thought of going away for the bank holiday. I have a few days off. Come with me if you like.
Where do you want to go?
Well, anywhere.
Have you thought about going abroad?
Can't be bothered.
Not for the weekend, for a while. See the world. Do what you've always wanted to do.
No. Can't be bothered. Not anymore. I'd be lonely.
Do you know what your problem is? You're a hopeless romantic.
What's wrong with that?
It is hopeless.
You think we made a good couple?
You know I do.
But it was more than just that, wasn't it?
More respect.
We were more than just a couple, weren't we? We were more than just that.
I suppose it was.
We were such good friends. Such good friends.
Absolutely.
Soulmates.
Good lovers.
Kindred spirits.
And good lovers, comparatively.
And good lovers, absolutely.
Richie and I were good friends once. Learned a lot from him.
What did you learn?
I learned what it was like to want to kill somebody. Thing is, I always expected him to change. Never expected you to change. And then he didn't, and you did.
Did I?
I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't expect.
What did you expect? What did you want from me in all those years? Marriage? Stability? Children?
You! I just wanted you. I had a dream about you last night. We were on a roof. It was dark. Stars shimmering in the night sky. It was a rooftop party. Barbecue on a midsummer's night. You could see right across London. All the places we used to live, the embankment, the river, the water glittering in the dark. And we weren't really talking, and then you came over to me in this black dress and we started to talk. And you started laughing about something insistently, and then I started laughing too. Humouring you in my dream. And then I noticed this thing on your breast. Like a brooch over your heart. And as I got closer, I noticed it was a nest of maggots. And those maggots hatched eggs, and they hatched more maggots, and they hatched more maggots. And then my thoughts turned to Richie. And that's when I finally knew I'd never be in love with you again. And we walk away from each other quite calmly, and you wouldn't notice this thing clinging to you. Nobody would. Only I would. And then I realised it wasn't maggots at all. It was rice pudding. All bubble and squeak. That's what you've been laughing about the entire night. bubble and squeak down your dress. And then I went to kiss you when I woke up. What do you think it means?
You want another drink? You can be really, really happy because you have a really cute boyfriend. And my boyfriend just broke up with me because I had rice pudding on my boobs. And honestly, did you just spit?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
My boyfriend broke up with me.
Is that why you drink it?
Yeah, so first we were drinking together and then I got drunk on my own. You want some?
Thanks. I'm just kidding.
Nice, isn't it?
My name's Jeff.
Right.
You wanna maybe go and grab a drink or something?
I mean, I'm drunk a bit, so why not?
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
He's out somewhere cavorting with his girlfriend and Laurie's leaving with his heartbreaking messages in his voicemail. Daddy, where are you, Daddy?
Oh God.
He just doesn't get it.
Did he finally call?
Yeah, at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Tell Laurie I'm sorry.
What an asshole.
If you want to tell your daughter you're sorry, call her when she's awake and tell her yourself.
It's unbelievable. But was he always like this, or is it what happens when people break up? Do they get stupid or something?
I know.
I'm telling you, this whole thing with you and Tom, it's like men get by for years without really talking to you. Well, then when they do, it's tell they're leaving.
You engaged, though?
Yeah. Do you want to go inside? It's a bit chilly.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
I know.
Wow, you look wonderful, you really do.
Thank you.
You were worried about me.
Really?
Yeah, you disappeared on us.
I know. I didn't mean to.
Well, I had messages and you were
I know.
out away.
I'm sorry. I just needed some time to myself. You know?
You're not mad at me or anything, are
Mad
you?
at you. Why should I be mad at you?
Well, I don't know, before this whole thing happened, you used to talk all the time.
I know.
You drop by all the time and after a while.
I thought you were getting sick of me.
No.
I was getting sick of me.
Vic, are you sure I didn't offend you in some way?
Karen, why would you have offended me?
Or are you sure you don't blame me for this whole thing on some level?
God, that's ridiculous.
But it was my idea to introduce you.
So what? We were adults. We knew what we were doing.
Yeah, well, I set this whole thing into motion. The rage, the rancor. You think it's going through?
It was out of your control. That we came together as much out of your control as our falling apart. Can't control everything, Karen. like to think you can.
So I guess you immersed yourself in your work all this time.
Well, actually, no. I haven't been in my studio for weeks.
Oh, why?
The pressure to paint is totally lifted.
Oh, that will pass.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I don't want to paint anymore.
Well, how come?
Right after Tom left, this unburdening took place. I looked at what I've been doing with my life and it seemed so insignificant to me.
How can you say that? After all these years, all that hard work you put in.
Let's face it, I was never really good.
Oh, that's not true. You're very good.
Karen, you don't have to say that anymore.
I like your stuff.
It's okay. I'm over it. It's not important anymore.
Wow. So what have you been doing with yourself in winter then?
Well, therapy twice a week.
That's good.
And I'm seeing someone.
Oh, you little devil, isn't that great?
It is. He's a wonderful man.
So what's his name?
David.
And how'd you meet?
Well, actually, I met him years ago. Like 10 years ago or something.
Oh, yeah.
Him and Tom used to work together.
Uh-oh. Don't annoy you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, you can't have it all.
Anyway, we just happened to call Tom and I filled him in on what was going on and he was very compassionate and turns out his marriage was falling apart too, so we met up for a drink and found out we had a lot in common and I've just seen him ever since.
Wow. So he seems to agree with you.
It's been,
Well, I think it's great you're getting your feet wet to hell with Tom.
well, actually it's a bit more serious than my feet. Oh god, this is silly. It's like high school all over again. It's just been amazing stealing away when we can.
How long has this been going on?
A few months.
Uh-huh.
He's teaching me how to
A
rollerblade.
few months.
And I'm getting pretty good at it too.
Oh, God.
We play hockey some afternoons and he takes me out, you know, down to the canal.
Do you wear, like, knee pads and helmets and everything?
Yeah.
Because you can really hurt yourself in those things.
It's fun. You should try it. We'll give you and Gabe a lesson.
Yeah, I can just do Gabe.
He's just so full of life, David. He's open, he's optimistic, he's a wonderful playmate. That's what he is. A wonderful playmate.
Well, that's fast. Well, Tom's barely out the door.
Karen,
Well, you didn't want to be alone for a while. You haven't been alone in a dozen years.
I've always been alone. Don't you see I spent my marriage
You
alone?
got to get involved with someone right away.
I'm in love with him.
Would you be in love with him? Just
I-
met him.
I am.
You've only just started seeing him.
I knew him years ago, I said.
Yeah, through Gabe.
Right. We went out 3 times, 2 couples.
You know, that's different.
I mean, it's not like he's a stranger. The preliminaries were out of the way. There's history there. There already was some kind of shorthand.
Look, I can understand it being exciting. I can understand that. But love?
Why is that so hard to believe? I fell in love with Tom that first weekend at the vineyard.
Yeah, look where that got you. Look, I'm sorry, I just think you should be careful.
Karen.
You're very vulnerable right now.
Oh, please.
Don't want you to get hurt.
I'm gonna marry him. David is not Tom. He's not. They're very different men. There's no hidden agenda with him. What you see is what you get, you know. He talks to me. He tells me what he's thinking. He lets me in. So much of my marriage to Tom is this dark little kind of adagio dance, and I don't want that anymore. I want another shot at it, and I want it with David, and David wants me.
That may be, but I still wish you'd get more time.
Thanks. He's great with the kids. You should see him with them. Particularly Sammy's all over him. Right after Tom left, things were so gloomy you have no idea.
Oh, I know.
I never thought my kids would laugh again. I mean it was that grim.
I'm sure.
Karen, I know what I'm doing. David was the man I was supposed to be with. I really believe that. I had to survive Tom to be with David. It was my fate.
Well, I wish you well.
This is my first chance for a real partnership, a real relationship, and you don't always have that, do you?
What?
I'm finally feeling whole. Finally feeling like I'm on the right track for the first time in my life. And what do? You undermine me.
Oh, I'm not undermining you. I'm thinking of what's best for you.
Oh, I see.
Well, just try being alone for a while. That's what I would
What What's so great about being
I
alone?
would indulge myself, get to know myself better.
That's easy for you to say. You have this
Karen!
life. You know what I think? I think you love it when I'm a mess.
What?
You do. You love it when I'm flailing all over the place. I finally find someone who's like an anchor to me. You don't want to hear about it, do you?
That is not true.
As long as I'm artsy and incompetent, everything's fine. The minute I show any signs of being on an equal footing with you, forget it. You can't deal with it. You have to knock me over.
This really isn't fair.
Oh, come on. You need me to be a mess. You're invested in it. Every Karen needs a Beth.
I can't believe you just said that.
We all get parts were handed. I'm the mess, bits, the comic relief, and you've got to be Mr. Perfect. Just the right wine, just the right spice, just the right husband. How was I supposed to compete with that?
Nobody's asking you to compete with anything.
You're right. I couldn't possibly reciprocate the hostess gifts you would give me. I couldn't tell if you were being remedial or just plain hostile.
I had no idea you felt this way.
We can't all be like you, Karen. God knows I've tried. No matter how much I stir, my soup still sticks to the pot.
I love nothing more than having you in my home and cooking you dinner.
You loved it too.
You're my family.
I know.
I spent my first 20 years doing whatever the hell I could to get away from my family, and the next 20 years doing whatever the hell I could to cobble together a family of my own. I thought that if I could make my own family, I could make my friends my family.
Congratulations. The family you've chosen is just as fucked up and valuable as the one you wanted.